So we're here at the darkroom demo where we have a 120-inch 5 Series pure white on a fixed frame, mated with, I think, what is going to be the most popular projector this year, the new 350 from Sony, 4K native, 16:9. Dude, let's talk about this guy. This thing's going to be just flying off the shelf, I'm sure.
It's already the most popular projector. We introduced it at CES in January. As you said, 4K resolution at 1500 lumens. It's perfect for the next level of people looking to get into the 4K marketplace.
Well, what I think is exciting about it is it's 4K for under 10K. I'm going to totally take your line. He told me that earlier. It's 4K for under 10K. But really, we think about it, with the market being what it's done in the projector market recently, from 5K to 15K, there wasn't a lot of differentiation. Right, there was the 600 was at 15K, then you got into the 5,000 range and below. There was a lot of activity going there. Now we have something in that middle market that really is separating itself from the pack, because this is, if I'm not mistaken, this is truly the only true 4K projector under $10,000 in the residential market, correct?
That's absolutely correct.
We're not talking 4K, we're talking full 4K, and that's because
4K.
you guys own that technology, correct?
We do. We make our own chips, and so the SXRD imagers are the ones that we designed initially for commercial theaters, and they're placed in 20,000 theaters around the U.S. and the rest of the world. And that's what, when you go to the theater, that's what you're watching 4K on in the movie theater. And we were able to take that same technology and then over time make it small enough to fit into the type of device you can fit into your home.
The 600 chassis and the 350 chassis are very similar, but there's difference inside the guts. Let's talk about the difference between the two.
Okay, there are three main differences. So the one is that the 350 does not include the advanced iris mechanism, and so it does not include dynamic contrast. Okay. So that's a big difference. The 600 is a 1700 lumen projector. The VW350 is a 1500 lumen projector. And the last major difference is that while both projectors have electronic zoom, shift, and focus, the 350 doesn't have the memory registers, so that you can't save a 235 shape and a 16:9 and just button press to get between them. But you can, if you center the projector on the screen, and you can zoom in and out, and you
can do it manually then.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't realize that was possible.
And so the way that we're positioning the two of them is the 600, if you have the dedicated theater and the 235 screen, that the 600 is the right projector, because you get the dynamic contrast also, so you can really make the use of the full level of the deeper blacks and all. But then if you're moving into, you want to put a bigger screen into your family room to be able to watch football and basketball and baseball on, and there's going to be some light in the room too, you're doing this during the day, that the 350 is a perfect for 16:9 viewing, so it's for your TV, and then you made it up with one of your light rejecting screens, and you have it in the family room. So this is kind of your second screen, how to get bigger than 100 inches at a reasonable price.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. So if we're talking about a $10,000 MSRP, let's say we take a black diamond 120-inch zero edge with the full LED light kit, right around, let's call it an even number, say $5,000. So for around $15,000 plus some installation, you're looking at a 120-inch TV that's 4K, true native 4K, that's going to operate in just about anybody's living room, multi-purpose room, well-lit room. The 4K revolution has well begun. Sony is definitely leading the charge on this with the only native 4K projectors in the market for the residential community, the CEDIA channel. I think, again, like I said, the 350 is just going to be a huge seller. But again, if you're thinking about doing 235, the ultra-wide aspect ratio, then you might want to step up to the 600. And then if you're looking for the state-of-the-art, the 1100 is still the baddest boy around. I mean, I've gotten to take the lens and put that in my hands. And the lens, when I'm holding it for the 1100, it's like, geez, dude, if you buy by the pound, this is the way to go.
Exactly. I mean, that's what, it's part of what makes that the top end projector is that lens was designed specifically for 4K. It was our first entry when we got to the smaller chip to get all those pixels perfectly cleanly onto the screen, make sure that they were in the sharper focus at the edge of the screen as they are at the center.
And finally, 4K is best on the big screen. 84-inch flat panels are that size because of the way they cut the glass. But 120 inch is really, when things get life size, when it's in 4K, you're really going to see what 4K can do for you when the larger screen size. Because remember, 4K was really designed for screens that are almost like 40-foot diagonal, right? Not just 42-inch, right?
Exactly. That was the original point of 4K in general, was for people sitting in a movie theater, that you're sitting not with stadium seating, which is much steeper, there are a lot more people sitting within 2 or 3 picture heights of the screen. And so when you're sitting that close to the screen, you don't want to be able to see the pixels. So as they started to move toward digital projection, you already had HD in your house. You're watching HD on your 48-inch TV at home, and now you blow that up to 48 feet. Those pixels get really big, and the spaces between them get also big. So, so we worked with the movie studios, the movie theater owners, and the production people, and determine what's the right resolution that you need to go to work in that size screen in that type of environment, and that's where the 4096 by 2160 comes from.
Okay. Well, Andre, I do appreciate your time as always. This is, again, going to be a great combination of both Screen Innovations and Sony as it has been over the last couple of years. Thanks for your time.
Great to see you
and again, we all really appreciate you guys leading the 4K revolution for us.
We appreciate all your support.
All right.